Hi all, this is Sham back again with a new video. I'm sorry guys, it's been quite some time that I didn't get a chance to upload a new video because of my work and some personal things that were going around. So I'm back again with this new video on job hopping today. So I've changed the style of the videos from this video onwards. So I've changed the style of my videos. So this is kind of a raw video without any presentations or without any animations. I'm just trying to keep it natural. I'm just trying to keep it natural without any editing or without any animation. So let's see how this goes. And do let me know in the comment section on what kind of videos that you would prefer, and also you can let me know the topics that you want to see videos on, so that I can make those videos and referring to them. So as we all know that job hopping is something that is quite common nowadays, and it's been seen predominantly, especially after the pandemic, and we saw the layoffs, and then we have seen the era of we are seeing the era of the great resignation as well, which is going on. And it's really a thing which was kind of frowned upon in the past because of the mindset that the traditional service-based companies, orthodox companies had. But things have changed. People have started embracing this. But still, in the Indian market, if I talk about with the context of Indian market, people still have that kind of stigma for the job hoppers, especially for the millennials or the Gen Zs. So it's really important for us to understand what this is all about, a little bit of background, and also see how we can make the best out of this job hopping situation. And we'll also see, the do's and don'ts. When to do a job hop, when not to do a job hop, and see how we can get the best out of this. Majority of the times, based on a lot of surveys done by the human resources, the Great Place to Work, and the other surveys that usually collect the employee engagement feedback, it is seen that 90% of the time why people leave their jobs is because they don't find the job or the company to be culturally fitting. It might happen because of the toxic work culture, high pressure work culture, highly demanding work culture. Sometimes it also happens because of the bad office politics, the toxic work culture from the colleagues and the immediate team members. And most of the time it's because of the management, the manager. So this plays an important role, 90% of it, and sometimes we do have some things that we can control. We can talk to our managers and we can raise our voice, but as we know that it sometimes backfires. So these are things that are really not under our control, right? So we need to just accept it and see if there can be if there can be any change. But let us talk about or let us focus on things that are under our control, that we can control, right? Because those are the only things that we can do about. People do job hop when they are not learning anything, when they find their job very redundant. So it usually takes 6 to 8 months to settle down in a job and to understand what exactly you're learning, provided you're given the right training, onboarding, and provided you have the right handoff from an existing employee if they are transitioning their work, or as part of the onboarding if they provide you the right onboarding. But oftentimes it just takes 6 months to understand whether the job is a complete mismatch from what they had discussed in the interview or what you had seen in the job description or not. So it just takes 6 months for you to figure out. If you're smart enough, you can figure out within 3 to 4 months as well. but it's really important to understand whether you're liking your job or not. If you're not liking, if you find going to work or opening your laptop miserable, then it's not the right job. So that could be one of the reasons as well. Some of the things that some of the other reasons that we have seen for a lot of people changing jobs is the pay hike. Pay hike is something which is like one of the primary reasons why a lot of people after the toxic work culture or the cultural fit reason. So I'll talk about pay hike later when we talk about the benefits of doing the job hop. And some people look for better responsibilities, better role, better visibility. And there are other reasons. Maybe it could be the lack of appreciation, lack of motivation. Some people are looking for on-site opportunities. So these could be some of the reasons why people do tend to change their jobs. This is fine, but job hopping is something that wherein you have a pattern where you change the jobs maybe 8 months or 6 months or in a year or in a couple of years. So on an average, if you look at it from 2019 onwards, I think based on these statistics, it looks like people are changing their jobs on every 2 years. So 2 years has been an average. So let's just focus on what are the benefits of changing job, or if you are a job hopper already, how you can justify your job hopping and get the maximum benefit out of it, and what are the things that you need to take care before changing the jobs. So let us talk about the impact of the job hopping. So as I mentioned, job hopping will always have some amount of impact on your benefits, like the employee provident fund, the LTA, sometimes the insurance. So you need to be careful and see what impact it's going to have. For instance, if you have a good insurance coverage in your existing organization that covers both of your parents, sometimes in the rush of changing jobs, we forget to see what are the benefits that the new organization is providing. If it's going to cover your parents, or if it's going to have a better insurance option, then there's not an issue. But sometimes if there are instances where the insurance is not that great, but the job and the other benefits are great, so you never know, such things can impact. And LTA as well, if you have already availed, if you are planning to avail an LTA, then maybe it's something that you need to decide before changing the job. And also the employee provident fund. So usually if it's a good company, if it's a reputed organization, which has a straightforward approach of changing helping the employees in making sure that transfer of the employee provident fund account happens smoothly, then it's great. If it's a company which is just getting established, if it's a startup, then you really need to do a lot of running behind the teams who are taking care of the employee provident fund or some. The other things is you need to start all over again. You need to build the trust, you need to build the relationship, the rapport with your manager, because it takes a lot of time to get adjusted and to ensure that you build that trust. So you have to rebuild all of that all over again. So that is something that you need to consider. The other thing is you need to make sure that you do not develop that habit of changing that job just for small reasons. You might not be happy with the project, but you need to see if there is any other project that is available. There are instances where you may not like the team or your manager, but you need to just give some time, at least 6 months, to see how things are, how the organization is shaping up. Look at the big picture, try to look at the big picture and see how things are, and then look forward for a change. So these are some of the things that you need to take care, but please be prepared, have that mindset of going through this stigma, because a lot of people still they have this kind of stigma wherein they really find a person who's a job hopper as not so loyal. So you need to figure out ways, you need to demonstrate your weaknesses as your strengths in the interview, and you need to justify why you're doing this job hop. So let's move on to those points wherein you really see what are the benefits of the job hopping and also how you can justify it. So first thing that you would get, I mean, you would definitely learn by changing multiple job hops, or it's a skill that you would develop, is you will become more flexible and you will become more adaptable, because you are changing jobs frequently and you can use that as a strength, saying that, you know, hey, I've changed a couple of jobs, couple of industries, and I see that this has helped me to become a quick learner. I can learn the technology, or I can learn the processes real quick, and it helps me to get adjusted to the new environments, new changing environments. As we all know that every now and then things are changing, right? So it's really important to ensure that you focus or you highlight the adaptability and the flexibility as your key strength when you are changing the job. So since you will be changing jobs, you need to communicate, you need to talk to a lot of people, you need to network, you need to be active in terms of having an open communication. So changing frequent jobs will help you to be in that mindset where you are going out, talking to people, meeting them online, attending interviews. So you'll be in that loop of having an active communication. I think that is an important skill, especially for project managers, because you'll be always talking to a lot of stakeholders, be it customers, be it partners, be it your team members. So you can leverage this skill of connecting with new people, telling them about your experience and getting to know about the role as your strength. Then the third and the obvious reasons why a lot of people change jobs is to ensure that they have a good pay raise. We all know that if we take out the inflation part from the pay hikes that we are getting, on an average it somewhere comes around to 4 to 5% of the pay hike, and it's decreasing as we go. But if you take out all the other benefits, and if you just focus on the amount of hike that you would be getting from a net amount standpoint, then that would be a significant hike from what you would get when you stick to a company. Now the other benefit that I can see, apart from the pay hike, apart from being adaptable, being open to communicate, and also improving these things, would be if you change jobs, you can always get a diversified skills. You will get the opportunity to work in diversified industry sectors, and you need to be very cognizant about ensuring that there is relevancy in your job change. You should be able to justify your background, and the new skill that you're going to learn or the new job that you're going to apply should always complement your past experience. That is something that you need to take care, and you can use that to justify it. And the questions related to job hopping would be kind of a trap questions, where the interviewer will trap you, and he will try to use that as a trap question to probably negotiate on your salary, the salary that you're asking, or probably he would question your loyalty. So how you can answer this? So how to handle such situations? So the first point that you need to take care is be authentic, be genuine, and have a good rationale, a logical reasoning behind your change. Some of the examples that I can quote is, you can talk about the org changes that you had in your organization, wherein some of the business units were dissolved and that had impacted your career, let's say, or your role that you're working. That could be one of the genuine reasons. The second one that I can think of is maybe the role that you're working it's not fetching you any new learnings. You're not learning anything new, and it's been the same thing that you've been doing from past let's say 5 years. And anything that you do for more than 2 years, and if you're not learning, then it's not going to add any value to your career, right? You'd be talking about the same technology, you'd be talking about the same processes which may be obsolete in the market. So these could be some of the reasons why you're leaving, or why you're changing. The other reasons could be the toxic work environment, the toxic work culture, maybe a work-life balance, or you need to give more focus on your family. You need a change, you need a genuine change in the career, right? These could be some of the reasons why you are doing a job hop, and it's absolutely fine. I mean, there are still some organizations which reject candidates based on the short tenure. We can't really do anything about them. All we can do is provide our genuine reasoning to them, and have a very clear communication. Don't do not cook up any stories, or do not talk about something which is not genuine, right? It's good for you to be honest and be authentic. The third thing is maybe you're looking for some kind of a skill which is not there in your current job, and let's say you want to aspire for a people management role, and you've been working as a project manager. So whatever the skill or the learning that you have acquired during your project management experience, you want to use that and get into a role of a people manager. And let's say the new role that you're applying probably is a people manager role, or maybe it's a role which will help you to elevate towards a people manager. So looking at the big picture, you can always use your past experience and leverage on that and get into the new role. So these could be some of the reasons what you can use to justify your answers on why this job hopping is being done. It's always good to love what you do, right? You may not find passion in every job. That's not true. That's not the reality. Finding passion in everything that you do, I don't think so it is possible. But at least 60 to 70% of your work you should love, or you should at least enjoy doing it. At least you shouldn't feel miserable opening your laptop or logging in, right? So if you are not getting that feeling, then maybe it's the right time to job. And it's really important that you figure out a way, you figure out a career path on what is the next move that you want to go, what is the next plan that you have. If you have those opportunities within your organization, then well and good, you don't really need a job hop. But if it is something that is not there in your organization, if you are doing a targeted job search or a career that you're planning, then you can always use that as a reason to definitely look for a new job. And if you're someone who's stuck, who's feeling stuck, or if you're someone who really needs to figure out what would be the right career path, do let me know. I do consult people in providing the career guidance, and also help you to find that dream job. You can also consult career coaches. You can also consult people who will help you to identify what would be the right career path, and also provide you some insights on what are the future trends wherein you can use your existing skill and get into those right jobs. So I hope you like this video. I hope this video gives you some valuable information. If you have liked it, please do subscribe to my channel for such content. I'll be making more videos on these topics, and if you have already subscribed, do share this with your friends, your colleagues, and please hit the like button and do support. And I've seen that my subscribers have already crossed 100 now, so thank you for all your support. I'll ensure that I make such videos going forward. And do let me know in the comment section on what are the topics that you're looking for, so that I can help you guys out. That being said, thank you so much. Stay tuned, do subscribe.